Hey, so I want to mention first off that I finally got a job, and I'm really happy about it. It's in a great place. It's somewhere that I actually really want to work, and the people there seem great, so I'm really excited. The only downside to that is I might not be able to get on the computer as much, or I know I'm not. Not going to see my boyfriend as much, so sorry if there aren't going to be quite as many tutorials, or they might be more sporadic. We'll see how things work out. Once everything's settled down, I'm sure I can make more. But anyway, I just filmed myself getting ready today. I'm going out shopping for new work clothes, but it's another tutorial out of the Naked palette. Just simple eye makeup, something to play with. So I hope you guys have a great day, and good luck to everybody else job searching. Hang in there. All right, bye. All right, I'm using my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer. This is basically my everyday foundation routine, but I'm just applying a little bit all over my face, warming it up and rubbing it in. And I'm using Revlon Photo Ready. I just bought this foundation. I really like it. It's very similar to Colorstay, actually. I can do a review if you guys want. It's just got a lighter coverage. It's got a pump, which is nice. It's a little less of a matte finish, too, which is nice for my skin, but maybe not so great for people with oily skin. It does have some shimmer to it, which you can see in the bottle, but personally I can't see on my skin once I've applied it. But I guess it's sort of, you'd have to try it out and see whether it shows up on you. I'm also going to make sure and blend this into my hairline because this color is a little bit too light for me. Next, I'm going to use my concealer. This is Studio Sculpt Concealer. I'm putting a little bit under my eyes. And then using a little tiny eyeliner brush, I just pat it directly on top of my problem areas so that I'm not sort of caked up with concealer all over the place, just in the spots I need it. And then I pat it into my skin. Alright, I'm using my usual setting powder, which is Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in medium. I really like this powder. I think it's great for everybody. Alright, for blush, I'm using this Maybelline Mousse blush, and this one's in Peach Satin. It's really, really light pink, and it's very shimmery, so it's kind of like a highlighter, so I'm placing it pretty high up on my cheeks, and I'm just rubbing it in with my 187 in sort of circular motions. Alright, I'm going to fill in my brows. I'm lazy today, so I'm just using eyeshadow, and I'm using Copper Plate, which is actually a matte gray from MAC. But it works really well with my eyebrow color. And I'm using my Smashbox Push Liner Brush, which is perfect for doing brows. Alright, so I'm applying Rubenesque all over my lid, and that's a paint pot, which is a peachy gold color. And then after that, I'm taking from my Naked palette, this color out here is called it's called Toasted. And I'm using an angled brush, an angled fluffy brush, because it fits really well in the outer V of my eye. And what I want to do with this is I'm placing the darkest color out here, and I'm just sort of blending it a little bit into the crease, but not so much. I'm more focusing on just drawing it out into my outer V. This is a great brush for working in that area because it fits into your crease, but at the same time it gets your lid too. And I'm just going to blend it a little bit. Alright, next up I'm using Sin out of the Naked palette, which is this light sort of reflective pink. And I'm placing that on the rest of my lids, and I am going to blend these two colors together just using the back of the brush so that there's no lines between them. Alright, next up I'm using this darker rich brown called Hustle. It's a really pretty color. I'm using a little pencil brush, and I'm just going to work this into my lower lash line. It's such a nice rich color. All of these colors in the Naked palette are so vibrant and pretty. Alright, next up using my 217, and I'm going to blend this out really well, especially when you're using your darkest color in the outside corner. I think you need to blend it even more so that it doesn't look like a blob of color. Then I'm going to use Virgin for my highlight, which is that super reflective white. It's so pretty. It's the perfect highlight color. I'm going to place that up on my brow bone underneath the arch of my brow. And then I'm just going to dab a little bit on the inner corner of my eyes. Nothing too fancy, but I just like to brighten up that area. Next up, I'm using my Dark Diversion gel liner. This was from Stylishly Yours collection, and I'm using my 266. It's a little angled brush, and I'm just pushing this into my lash line. I'm not going to flick the liner out. I don't want the liner to be the focal point of this. I just want to define my lashes a little bit. But I am going to bring it all the way into the inner corner of my eye. Alright, after I've done the other eye, I'm just checking to make sure they're even. And then whatever is left on my brush, I'm just going to push into my lower lash line over that color we used, Hustle. Next, I'm curling my lashes with my trusty old MAC curler. And then I'm using the Falsies mascara, which I still love. And I'm going to put a little bit on my lower lashes too. I always do. Alright, for lipstick, I am using Fun Bathing, which came out, you can see the packaging. This came out with the To the Beach collection, but it's incredibly similar to MAC O or Zero. I'm not sure if it's an O or a Zero, but this is just a lighter version. It's sort of a plum with some gold sparkle. It's really pretty. Alright, so there is the finished look. This is just, what I did to get ready today, so hope you enjoyed it.